The division bench said, as per GSPCB report, it was clear that breaches or violations repeatedly occurred on all the 3 days of the EDM, and still neither the officials of GSPCB nor the police accept blame for preventing such breaches in the first place. They not only failed to take stern action of confiscating or seizing the equipment, but did not even stop further noise pollution. The High Court of Bombay at Goa stated that the Chief Secretary must fix the responsibility of the subject events upon those prima facie responsible for the dereliction of duties, and he must indicate whether any action would be taken against such officials. The affidavit must not be restricted only to the EDM festival, but the affidavit should, among other things, state whether the authorities have the necessary competence, human resources, equipment, and most importantly, the will to enforce the noise pollution regulation and control. During the last hearing on December 30th, 2022, the vacation judge, while hearing public interest litigation filed by Rajesh Sinari, had issued interim directions to the concerned authorities, including the collector, the PI, Anjuna, and others, to maintain strict vigil at the concerned site. They were to ensure that under no circumstances would music be played on December 30th, 2022 from 3:30 pm to 10 pm at levels about 55 dB, and that no music is played after 10 pm at the EDM event. In its judgment, the High Court said the Goa State Pollution Control Board posted 4 of its officials at the venue. In addition, the PI of Anjuna police station was also present at the venue. However, we are sorry to note that even these Goa State Pollution Control Board officials and the PI of Anjuna police station failed to ensure that the noise levels did not exceed the permission's 55 dB limit and the noise pollution rules. The court said Advocate Pavitran submitted that the Goa State Pollution Control Board officials informed the PI was present at the venue about the noise levels exceeding the permissible limit and requested him to act. Whereas the Advocate General submitted that the GSPCB officials gave no such information to the PI. In short, neither the 4 GSPCB officials nor the PI of Anjuna police station and the police force with him did anything to ensure that the noise level did not exceed the 55 dB limit. The court termed the blame game between the Goa State Pollution Control Board and the Anjuna PI in the open court for not taking any action and preventing the breach of the noise pollution rules as most shameful. They not only failed to take stern action of confiscating or seizing the equipment, but did not even stop further noise pollution.
The recent EDM festival that was organized the last 3 days of the last year, after the High Court having strictly directed the government and its law enforcing agencies, the machinery, to be very strict as far as the sound is concerned and not to allow it beyond the reasonable, the permissible decibels, yet it created a disaster for people around that area. A writ petition was filed and the court, taking it into consideration, seeing the facts, directed that at least on the 30th to see that it does not exceed the permissible limits. But to the surprise of the court, not to me, the fact is today the government, the law enforcing agencies have proved one thing, that they pay scant respect to the High Court's orders. Even the judiciary today is in such a fix, it can only pass orders. Implementing orders, that is to implement the orders that is in the government and in this government machinery, just does not do anything. And the court, it has come to a point that the court may have to directly employ its own staff to take necessary action.
Bureau Report, Herald TV.